Okay, let us all stand for prayer. May I request Ms. Balapa to lead the opening prayer.
Let us pray in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you for this day. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Tolentino.
Good morning. So before you take your seat, please pick up the pieces of paper under your chairs and arrange your seats properly, please. Okay. So how are you, class? We're fine. Good. That's good to hear. So before we proceed to our topic, let me recall our past lesson yesterday. So who can recall our lesson yesterday? Yes, Mr. Pat?
Our lesson yesterday was about punctuation marks.
Okay. Who can give an example of punctuation marks?
Comma.
Okay.
Question mark.
Okay, you did it very well. So I guess you understand those lesson last meeting. So I'm really sorry, class. I haven't checked your attendance, so I'm going to check it. So row 1, is there any absent?
No, ma'am.
Row 2?
No absent.
Row 3?
No, ma'am. There's no.
Okay, very good. You're all present. So now I'm going to show you a picture. So here it is. So what is the difference between the two? Yes.
The first picture is having color, while the second picture is they're only black and white.
Yes, Miss Balaba, you get it right. The only major difference between these two pictures is their color. The other one is black and white, and the other one is attractive. So what would it be like if our world is without color?
It's boring.
Boring. Yes, that it is. So you may be wondering why I gave you these two pictures. So these pictures have something to do with our lesson. So this picture shows the evidence that if a world has a color, it's nice to live. So in picture we have color to add mood to something, and in literature we counterparts, and that's what we call figures of speech. So now I'm going to let you read 2 stories, and you're going
Here, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Miss Abaricia. Okay, thank you for helping, Miss Abaricia.
Welcome, ma'am.
So now, read the stories, please. This one first.
In a hidden corner of the world, an enchanted garden bloomed, where flowers danced in the breeze like joyful children. One day, a curious girl named Lily wandered in, her eyes sparkling as roses burst open like fireworks. The flowers whispered secrets of the earth, filling her heart with magic. In that moment, Lily knew she had found a treasure beyond gold, a place where dreams blossomed and imagination soared.
So this one, please.
In a small area, there was a garden filled with many flowers. The sun shone on the petals, making them bright and colorful. One day, a girl named Lily walked into the garden and looked at the roses and daisies. She felt happy to be there and enjoyed the calm atmosphere. After exploring for a while, Lily left the garden feeling content with her visit.
So, what have you observed between the two stories?
One is shorter.
And the other one is longer. So, what else? Haven't you observed that this one is
First sentence.
a little boring and this one
Yes.
is very interesting to read?
Yes.
So, this stories and this picture shows the importance of figures of speech because in reading, without figures of speech, this is the evidence that it's not very interesting to read, and the other one is that gives us it gives us more interest to read, and this makes that reading doesn't become more demanding than the other one. So now, let's proceed to our lesson. So, figures of speech. So, figures of speech. What is figures of speech? Who has an idea of figures of speech? None? Okay. A figures of speech is creative use of language to generate an effect. So, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So, figures of speech has a lot of parts, but now I'm just going to give you the commonly used figures of speech. So the first one is simile, second one is metaphor, the third one personification, and the fourth one is hyperbole. So now, do you have an idea what is simile? Right? Okay. So simile is something that comparing things or direct comparing using the word like and as. So for example, this one. As hot as hell. We see that this word is in the definition what I give, that simile has uses as and like. So who among you here can give another example of simile? Okay, Miss Balaba. Of a sentence that use a like and as that comparing something.
Mama,
Okay, Miss Nabarisha.
she is as blooming as the flower.
Okay, got it very well. There's the word as. So another example is she is like a rose. It used the word like. So now let's move on to metaphor. So metaphor is a figures of speech that uses indirect comparison. This doesn't use the word like and as, but still comparing. That is the difference between simile and metaphor. So here's an example. The sun was a gleaming pearl. So here, the sun have been compared to a gleaming pearl. That is metaphor. Have you observed the difference between simile and metaphor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it doesn't use any like and as, but still comparing. So who can give another example of metaphor? Anyone? Yes, Miss Timbal?
The beach has a beautiful scenery.
Wow, very good. You got it well. The beach has beautiful scenery. And now, let's move on to personification. So what is personification? So personification is a figures of speech that gives human qualities to an object or things. So, for example, lightning dance across the sky. We really know that lightning cannot dance, but human can dance. That's the use of personification. It uses human quality. So the human quality here is dancing. Okay. Do you understand what is personification?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So who can give another example of personification?
You can hear the trees whisper in the dark.
Okay, very good. So from that sentence, the trees have been humanized from the word whisper. Okay, you got it very well, Miss Balaba. And now let's move on to the last one. So hyperbole. So hyperbole is a figures of speech that is an exaggerated statement that should not be taken literally. Because hyperbole has a deep meaning on every statement. So for example, my feet is killing me. We cannot say that our feet can kill us. But in this statement, the definition of this has another definition. Like maybe the person who states this statement is in pain, that his feet is hurt and so very painful. And now, who can give another example of hyperbole? Yes, Miss Alvaracio.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Okay, that's very good. It's a very exaggerated from the word I could eat a horse. That's very fantastic. So I guess you understand it. Everyone knows. Yes, ma'am. Okay, are there any further questions?
No.
Okay, very good. So now, I'm going to give you a poem, and you're going to identify the figures of speech in that poem and what are the figures of speech. So here it is. First, I'm going to group you into group 1, group 2, group 3. 3 groups. And this is for group 2 and for group 3. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to answer. Okay, time is up. Are you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can I ask group 1 to present their work in board?
Figures of speech found in the poem. First is Garden of Dreams. This is metaphor. The second one is Shadow Waltz. It is personification. Number 3 is Time is a River. It is simile. Then number 4 is Heart to Heights and Untold. It is hyperbole.
Okay, very good. Can we give a round of applause to group 1? Okay. Does group 2 and 3 have the same answer with group 1?
Yes,
Okay, these answers are correct and you have 50 points for this. And now, let's have a evaluation to measure if you really understand our topic. So here it is. Get one whole sheet of paper and answer this evaluation.
One whole, ma'am.
Yes, Miss Avaricia, get one whole. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to answer. In a 1/2 sheet of paper, you're going to search the other figures of speech because we have just only 4 and there are a lot of this. And you're going to construct a sentence, the 2 sentence each of the figures of speech that I have discussed. So, I guess that's all. So, now, please stand for the closing prayer. And if you have any further questions or any clarification answer, okay, very good. So, can I ask Ms. Abaricia to lead the closing prayer?
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, thank you for the blessing this hour. Thank you for teaching us to love one another. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Goodbye, and thank you, Miss Tolentino.
Okay, goodbye class.